Okay, hello. Welcome to today's science lesson. And today we're going to be learning about structures and functions of plants and animals. Now I know structures and functions doesn't sound very interesting, but I think this is going to be the most interesting topic because we're going to get to learn about dolphins and lobsters and hearts and skeletons and cacti and loads of interesting things. Okay, so that will be across the next few weeks. So to remember to smash that like button, hit subscribe. Let's learn some science. Okay, so internal structures and functions of plants. So what does internal mean? Can anyone tell me? What does internal mean? Internal means inside something. Okay. So what's the opposite? What's the opposite to internal? If we have internal means inside, then what means outside? External. External. So we have the inside of something is you'd say that's the internal part of it, and then the outside you'd say it's external. External. So internal, external. Okay, great. So today we're talking about internal structures and functions of plants. So structures, looking at internal structures, things inside plants. So what are structures? We know what internal is. We know what internal is. What are structures? So structures are organized parts. So your heart inside you and your veins, you could call that a structure. Yeah, maybe your skeleton, that's a structure. Because they work together. They work together to do something inside your body. So we're going to look at things that work together to do something inside of plants. Okay. Functions. Functions. So remember, it's called internal structures and functions of plants. So what does functions mean? What's a function? So each structure in a plant has a particular function. So function is like a job. Okay? So my function is a teacher. Your function is a student. Okay? What are the function of the seeds in a plant? Can anyone tell me that? Yeah, the function of the seeds is to grow a new plant. Yeah. What are the function of the stem? Function of the stem is to hold the plant upright, stop it blowing over in the wind. Yeah. What about the function of the flower? Well, the flower helps to attract insects like bees. They help to spread the pollen between the flowers. And then the flowers can make new plants. They can make seeds, and then the seeds go on and make new plants. Very nice. Okay, so what are the internal structures of a leaf? Okay, so we're going to have to look really carefully with a microscope at a leaf and see what it does. I've got some leaves here. Look really, really carefully at the leaf. See what we can see. What can you see? Yeah, not much. Okay, so what is the function of leaves? What do leaves do? Does anyone know what the leaves do? So leaves take in light, usually from the sun, and they use it to make energy for the plant. Like you need energy when you run around, or you need energy from food to help you grow nice and tall. Okay, all plants need that energy too. So they get it through a process called photosynthesis. Okay, so can everyone say that? Photosynthesis. Great. So photosynthesis is the process. It's the name of the process. How plants turn light into energy or into sugar. They make sugar. Plants are sugar machines. So they get sunlight, they get carbon dioxide gas, they get that from the air all around us, and they get water. And they do some magic process, which is called photosynthesis. And at the other end, they get glucose, which is a fancy name for sugar, and oxygen. Great. And we need oxygen to breathe. That's why we like trees, because they're always making all this oxygen for us to breathe. Because they're doing this, they're doing photosynthesis. Okay, great. So this magic process, photosynthesis, happens in these tiny, tiny little things in the cell. And they're called chloroplasts. Chloroplasts. Yeah. That's all you need to know. So inside each chloroplast, this is happening. Carbon dioxide, water, and sunlight is making sugar and oxygen in all these little things called chloroplasts. Why don't you try and say that? Chloroplasts. Very good. Okay. What else is in the leaf? What else can we see if we look really carefully? Oh, here's a chloroplast fairy, I guess. Doing, getting some sunlight, making some sugar. Wonderful. Okay. So, here we're going to look carefully. There's these other things in the leaf. These little holes. See here? Little hole things. These are called stomata. Stomata. So what the stomata do is they let gases in and out. Okay, so they let out carbon dioxide and oxygen and water vapor. They also take those things in when they need it. So that's it. That's all you need to know. There's these little holes on the bottom of the leaf called stomata. And they open and close and they let gases in and out. These gases are carbon dioxide, water vapor, and oxygen. Great. That's it. Okay. Now the vascular system. So plants have a vascular system. But so do we. We have a vascular system. My vascular system is my veins and my arteries that go to my heart. They take the blood all around my body. That's my vascular system. Okay. But plants have a vascular system as well. They have little tubes that run around them, but they don't take blood around. No. They take other things around them. So the names of the tubes that run around the plants, yeah, they have names. There's two. There's the xylem, and phloem. Xylem and phloem. Okay. So, what do the xylem and the phloem do? Let's find out. So, the xylem are actually made from dead cells. You can think of them like zombies. So they don't do much because they're just dead cells. But they're kind of like a big straw, like a drinking straw. So water and minerals, okay, they can go through them. They can only go one way though. And they're quite hard. They're made of really strong substance like wood. Okay, so they go through the middle of the plant, and they're moving all the water around, bringing the water up from the roots to the rest of the plant. Okay, and then there's another type of tube running through the plant. These are called the phloem. Phloem. So the phloem can move around water, but food as well. So that sugar that we made during photosynthesis, remember we made sugar, so that sugar, they get moved around by the phloem. Okay, so if one bit of the plant is like, hey, I need some sugar, I'm hungry, then the phloem can move that sugar over there. Yeah. So that's it. So all you need to know about the vascular system of plants. It's very easy today. You're very lucky. Okay, right. And plant adaptations. So adaptations are how a plant has changed to suit or fit the environment that they live in. So if a plant lives somewhere really hot, how has it changed to live somewhere really hot or really cold? Or if the place where it lives, there's lots of animals that eat it, how has it changed to suit the environment it lives in? So let's look at some examples. Prediction. So, cacti. Cacti have these spines, these big spikes on them. You probably know if you touch it, maybe it hurts. Okay, so cacti have these spines because it protects animals from trying to eat it. Yeah, that's a good reason. But also, because cacti have spines instead of leaves, means they don't lose so much water. Okay, so and where do cacti live? They live in the desert. So it's perfect for when you're in the desert and there's not much water. You want to have spines to stop you losing so much water. But you also want to have the spines because there's probably a lot of thirsty animals in the desert. They're all looking for something to drink. Okay, so you have these big spines. It stops the animals trying to eat you and then drink all your plant juice. Okay, so what other adaptations can we have? Ooh. So this is the Venus flytrap. Okay, so this is a carnivorous plant. That means it eats animals, but it eats little flies. Okay. So why do you think a plant would have adapted to eat flies? Why would a plant have adapted to eat flies? I've already written here to get more food, but why would it need more food? Other plants just, they get their nutrients from the soil, from their roots, and they get sunlight from the sun, and that's enough. So why have these plants decided they need to eat flies? Wow. So if the soil is very bad, there's not many nutrients, some plants have adapted. So over millions and millions of years, they've slowly changed, and they've got new abilities. And the Venus flytrap, its new ability is eating insects. Yes. This is cool. So some plants have adapted to spread their seeds. So all plants, or most plants, want their seeds to go really far away from them. So if you're a big tree and you drop your seeds, if your seeds start growing right at the foot of the tree, right next to you, then suddenly you're like, why is this tree growing next to me? That's annoying. So trees, they want to spread their seeds far, far away, okay? Because they don't want to have to fight with their children for water and soil, so they want to spread them far, far away. sure your parents, they want to spread you far away as well. I'm just joking, of course not. Right, so let's watch a video. So there's one type of tree here. It makes these little helicopter things to spread seeds. Okay, we're going to watch a video of some different trees that do that. Okay.
Aircraft designers have tried to build a wing as efficient as this one, but failed. Even the faintest updraft produced by the slightest thermal is enough to lift this little glider with its seed passenger and so extend its flight. Plants preceded humanity in building fixed-wing gliders, and not only gliders, they created helicopters too. Sycamore seeds. The balance between the weight of the seed and the length and width of the wing is exact and perfect. A slightly heavier seed or a shorter and narrower wing, and the whole thing would fall like a stone. The TriStar plant produces a revolving seed with 6 blades, and aircraft designers have yet to copy that. Or this.
Cool. So plants use lots of different ways to spread their seeds around. Let's look at this. So cactus here. So the cactus is adapted to not lose too much water when it's in the desert. Okay, but you can look at this on your own time because I'll send you all these slides. But I think we'll stop here. Okay, so thank you very much. Goodbye.